Hi everyone, this is Senti Reads, and as you can see by the title, today is part 2 of Scottie. Again, I don't know how many parts this godforsaken series is going to take because the quote-unquote novel is 90 parts, but we'll get through it, and I'm not just going to post a bunch of Scottie videos. I do have videos planned for in between the parts of Scottie, so stay tuned for those. Scottie Part 7. Thanks for picking me up from school, but why? I asked my mom as she pulled out of my school driveway. School driveway. We couldn't come up with a better description. Well, I figured we could spend some quality time together. By doing what? Grocery shopping? I asked, hoping she would say yes. Oh, I thought that was sarcastic. I guess that's not sarcastic. My mother and I had a thing where we loved going grocery shopping. She says our limit is sky high every time before entering Fry's. I have never heard of Fry's. The most we have ever spent at once was $761.52, because that's a number a teenager would know off the top of their head because grocery shopping is that interesting. My dad always asks how that's possible. We answer with sky high is the limit, then we laugh. Bingo, she says, smiling. Once we got to Fry's, my mom didn't get out once she parked. She normally does, might I add. Well, does she grocery shop from inside her car? Of course she has to get out of the car when they park to go into the damn store. She looks at me and asks, have you had sex with Jason? Because if you have, you are totally grounded. Okay, well, that came out of nowhere. Does she not? They've been dating for like 4 years. Does her mom not know Jason well enough to know that he was raised not to have sex before marriage? Because I feel like after 4 years, that's something you would know about your child's partner. She said it so fast I barely understood her, but unfortunately I heard her loud and clear. Mom, I'm a virgin, for crying out loud, I snapped back. I knew one day the subject would form, but I really didn't think it was going to be in the middle of a parking lot. Oh, she responded and looked relieved. You know, if you're lying, I'm not, I interrupted. We sat in silence for a few minutes, or at least it seemed that long or even longer, and then she opened her door and I followed behind, still in silence, but yet so loud. Okay. Part 8. Jason is coming over later, and my parents are taking us all out to eat, including my sister, the soon-to-be skank. I really, really hate the negative attitude towards women here, because this is written by a woman. As women, let's not call other women skanks, sluts, whores. Let's fucking stop that. I'm hoping she cute the tension with her overly high-pitched laugh, constant giggles. I think that means she cuts the tension. I'm hoping she cute the tension with her overly annoying high-pitched laugh, constant giggles, and her few pig snorts, which she thinks is adorable. Wait, I'm hoping that she does that? It sounds like she doesn't want her to do that, so I don't understand what this sentence means. I'm truly shocked that my father, lieutenant of his police department, will allow his daughter to look like a prostitute and to make a complete idiot of herself. I really, really hate this. I really resent that Amberlynn wrote this. I really hate this attitude. I really cannot overstate how disgusting of an opinion that is, especially to imply that her father should be controlling his daughter, because fuck that. That is so misogynist. I hate this. She's experimenting. Leave her be, were his exact words last night. Fucking exactly, leave her alone. He took it better than Mom, and usually she's the one who let us get away with everything. When I got my dimples pierced, you got your dimples pierced. Ugh. Sorry, I shouldn't judge. When I got my dimples pierced, Mom thought nothing of it, but Dad wanted them out that instant. He eventually got over it and used to them, but that took about 4 months. Deep down, I thought this little, big experiment Samantha was going through would end bad. Horrible. Whoa. Oh my God. Girls like her get raped, AIDS, start drugs, drink. Guess you could say I was worried. She's gonna get AIDS because she wore a skirt? What? I'm like, I don't even know how to continue from this. That's disgusting. This is so disgusting. I am really at a loss for words. What the fuck? That's concern trolling if I ever saw it. Oh my God, let's try to get to part 9, guys. I'll get it, Samantha yelled as running down the stairs to get the door, even though it was my boyfriend. Weirdly enough, it didn't bother me. Jason and Samantha always got along pretty well, like best friends themselves. Because you should trust your boyfriend around your sister. If anything weird happens, it's the boyfriend's fault, not the sister. Whatever. My parents adored Jason. At first, it was the complete opposite. My mom had many attacks when I would mention the name Jason, and my dad would hand me pepper spray, capitalized pepper spray. when I'd go hang out with him. I still have about 8 or 9 of them in my closet. I guess they are both protective over me. Well, was. This should be were. I guess they are both protective over me. Well, were, not was, because this is past tense, not present tense. This is the same problem we had last time. Also, how many cans of pepper spray? 8 or 9 cans of pepper spray? Like, why that make... Okay. I went downstairs and saw an unusual sparkle in my sister's eyes. Great. All the makeup was getting to her. What the Oh, she means that her eyeshadow was sparkly? I thought she meant literally like a twinkle in the eye. That didn't make sense for a second there. I rolled my eyes and waited for Jason to say hi, but he didn't. He was talking to my sister with some weird smirk on his face. Hi, I said, closing the front door. Oh, Scottie, hi, he said, kind of blushing, not exactly taking his eyes off of Samantha, my 14-year-old sister. Oh, okay, so she's 14. That was a question I had earlier. How old is Samantha? I was just laughing inside, and I think they noticed. What's so funny? My sister asked after complimenting Jason on his outfit. He did look mighty good today. He looked mighty good. Just the phrase mighty good cracks me up. He usually did, but he liked to impress my parents, so he thought his outfits would determine how much my parents liked him. I don't think teenage boys think like that. I don't think Amberlynn has met or spoke to a single teenage boy in her life. If they liked him anymore, they would be praising him and kissing him on his feet. I then again laughed as quiet as possible. Nothing is funny. This is the equivalent of Amberlynn saying, oh, something's going on, but I don't want to talk about it. This is exactly how she writes. Somebody mentioned that in a comment last time. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Nothing is funny, I said. We all sat down in the living room, them sitting on the couch and me on the chair. Odd, 3 cushions, 2 people. I kind of got annoyed, but didn't want to show it. Why didn't you sit on the couch with him? You let this happen. Samantha and Jason started talking about something. I wasn't paying attention. I eventually got up and started cleaning the kitchen. Unfortunately, I could still hear my sister's annoying laugh. Only once did they talk to me, and that was to ask for something to drink. Do I look like a maid? Well, you have a role in this situation. You can talk to them. You can put yourself into the situation. You are choosing to sit on the sidelines and pout over something you made up in your mind. I got it for them anyway. I did get a thanks from Jason. I fake smiled at that and mumbled, no problem. Soon enough, it was time to meet my parents at Applebee's. Applebee's. I don't know, that was funny, the choice of Applebee's. Jason drove a truck, and so we were all squished pretty much, but Samantha seemed a little cozy leaning up against Jason. I was beginning to think that she was starting to form a little crush, and it wasn't one-sided. Started off funny, now it wasn't so funny. So if they're in a truck, and I'm assuming it's some kind of bench seat, why is Samantha sitting in the middle? Why isn't Scottie sitting in the middle? That is, again, a situation Scottie could have chose to sit in the middle, and apparently she didn't. Also, I really don't like that the blame in this situation is seemingly placed on Samantha, the 14-year-old, and not Jason, who is presumably 16 or 17. It's his fault. He's the one with the girlfriend. He is the one that needs to be respectful. This is not Samantha's fault. And I really, really resent the implication that it is. All right, part 10. We all sat together, Mom, Dad, and me on one side, Jason, Samantha, and Betsy. Who's Betsy? Who the fuck is Betsy? On the other side of the table. Betsy obviously not in the middle of them. Well, why is that obvious? Why? Who is Betsy? I'm so confused. I was really starting to wonder why Jason and Samantha didn't notice me being upset, distant. Well, here's the thing. If you have a problem, you need to address it. That is how people communicate. When you have a problem, you talk about the problem. If you're going to sit there and mope, of course nobody's going to help you with your problem. This is exactly how Amberlynn acts, and it's no surprise to me that our characters act this way. I was wondering why they didn't feel bad or try to stop their obvious attraction for each other. What I really didn't understand is why this happened all of a sudden. They used to play Grand Theft Auto together. They'd box each other? Okay. Throw things at each other. None of this was flirting way then. My sister was a tomboy. Now a hooker? I was starting to get furious. Girl, I'm getting furious reading this drivel. Do not talk to other women that way. That is why men think that they can talk to us that way, because women do it to each other. That is disgusting. I hate this. I'm actually genuinely mad right now. You two are such a cute couple, Betsy said, looking at Samantha and Jason. My face was more red than theirs. Oh no, Betsy. Jason and Scottie are an item, my mom corrected her. Who talks like that? Betsy was a 97-year-old lady whom my mom took care of from time to time. Okay, so we should have learned about Betsy when her name was brought up earlier with no context. And why is Betsy here? That is, again, Amberlynn makes such weird narrative choices. Why include Betsy in this meal? Does Betsy contribute anything to the scene? No, she doesn't. So why is she here? Oh, silly old me, Betsy said, kind of laughing. I got up from the table and went into the bathroom, hoping my mom would follow me to protect me, hold me, soothe me while I cried. The part that got me was I was furious because they weren't talking to me when, oh my God, they weren't talking to me when I am usually the center of attention. And I was crying because I didn't care that they liked each other. I wasn't jealous or anything. You've called your sister a hooker, a prostitute, a skank, but you're not jealous. Yet I sit in the bathroom crying because I soon realize I don't love Jason any more than a friend. Okay, but if that's the case, why are you so pissed about Samantha and Jason apparently flirting if you're not even into Jason? Make it make sense, girl. Like, I cannot believe how much worse Scottie is than Hello Darling on basically every level. I really thought we would get an improvement, and I'm just pissed off. I'm really pissed off. We're going to try to get through maybe another few parts, but guys, I'm really heated right now. Part 11. So many things are running through my mind right now. I can't help but feel relieved, but then guilty about the whole Jason situation. Relieved because Samantha's slut act made it clear that me and Jason aren't meant for each other. I cannot keep harping on this point. Stop calling women names. It is disgusting. I should have been horribly jealous, but I wasn't. I should have yelled at my sister. Mostly Jason, but I didn't. I'm guilty because I should love him, want him to be mine, but I don't feel that way. I might have at one time or another, but I love him so much as a friend that I got my feelings confused with something else. I don't understand how she loves Jason as a friend because he's a horrible, horrible person. He has blatantly ignored her almost every time he's been on the page. He also was really rude to that kid in class for no reason. So I have not seen any redeeming qualities about Jason or why he is even a good friend, let alone a good boyfriend. So I'm just not buying it. How was I supposed to tell him all this? He loves me, or so I believe he does. But if he did, why is he now flirting with my sister? I lay here petting my rabbit, Snow with 2 W's, and listening to my parakeet say, Jason is sexy. Oh, sorry. Jason is sexy. That's not a very good parakeet voice, but I tried. Over and over. Jason taught him how to say that a while ago. We thought it was hilarious, but now it is flat out annoying. Snow with 2 W's. My rabbit is black. Rainbow with 2 W's. My parakeet is actually rainbow colored. He is the only parakeet in the world that is more than 2 or 3 colors. What? He is the only parakeet in the world that is more than 2 or 3 colors? What? This is such a weird detail. She has the only rainbow parakeet? Wouldn't he be in like a fancy zoo? I'm so confused. I found Snow in a garbage and had to keep her. A garbage can, a garbage dump, like in a garbage. Okay. I've had her for a year now. Rainbow I got as a birthday gift 2 years ago from Jason. Well, where did he get this mysterious once-in-a-lifetime parakeet that's more than 2 or 3 colors? Where did he get this fucking rainbow-ass parakeet? My pets were my comfort zone by right now. I wanted Rainbow to be locked up in the bathroom downstairs. I'm sure Amberlynn treats her pets that way too. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said my personal feelings about Amberlynn wouldn't get into this. You know what? It became personal with her disgusting writing. I'm so mad, guys. Part 12. Scottie, wake up, wake up. Samantha was hitting me in the head with a pillow. Smelly Melly is on the phone for you, she said, tossing the phone at me. At least she is kind of the same, I thought. Hi, Melanie, I said before I realized she was crying. What's wrong, Melanie? I said, sitting up. Mike broke up with me. Again, I thought, not surprised. I'm sorry, the usual response, a lie. I don't care about him anyway. Again, another usual response, but a lie. After the 5th time, I started to not be sorry because they always got back together. Scottie? She asked after a long silence. Yes, I'm here. Oh! I'm pregnant. Not the usual. What? Okay. I think I saw teen pregnancy in the tags or something, so I kind of knew somebody would be pregnant, but I just somehow assumed it would be Scottie and not her friend. Okay, well, we're just going to leave this here on this bombshell because I'm really pissed about the writing and I need to take a break, guys. So we'll see how this continues in the next part.